Alrighty, Tiki Taki Collective. What is the reading for you today? It does feel like there is a message being delivered. I'm seeing there have been some news. There's been some events. Spirit needed to be not canceled, rescheduled in your life. There's a person you've been getting downloads that they're going to reach out to you. This is more than a verification reading. This is literally their next furthering steps. Somebody has been getting their pile in order. But I'm not saying you are all they've thought about. And they have, from the very beginning, always knew it was you. No, this is somebody that had to figure a lot of things out. And now they know you are the main priority in their life. This is good. When people put their eggs all in one basket from the beginning with us, barely getting to know each other, no matter how strong it feels, that's a red flag. That is an unhealed person. And if you rush too fast, it's like throwing away the dynamic before it could even truly be lit all the way. It's like putting a candle on for a few moments and before it can actually all melt and it's only one little spot melts, you blow out the candle. Interesting. So, Spirit's basically saying they stared both of you away from each other. Because they weren't going to let you this twist around all and not be in your favor. They're like, not after all the work both of you have done. We needed to steer the GPS away from each other. But now you've understood what has to be let go and who can stay. What mindsets don't serve you. What parts of your fear was still trying to take control. And understanding, as long as you're not afraid in something, it has no control over you. What is this trickling effect? Okay, so the message you're about to receive is, well, they see you as this person that's more than a superhero of their own life. They see you as the individual who has all of this knowledge, all of this ability to share, all of this power, and you use it for the right reasons. Whatever you do, you have a big sense of authority in your life. They either could be in your friend group, you could be the head of a household, you could have a high place of authority in your work, you could be your own boss. However it resonates. They see you use your power for good, while others would have been brainwashed and let things get to their head. They're stating by now, if you really weren't who you said you were, it would have taken off. It would have gone away. I'm hearing you did it again and again and again. So if there was something that people in this world are trying to state, it was luck was on your side, why it happened to you. Not that it matters, but we'll acknowledge it. They have nothing to say now. Whoever was trying to belittle your hard, passionate work now can't see anything because you rose from the ashes yet again. You made it all happen for you, not to you. This individual is stating they've packed their bags for what no longer serves, and they have an offer of love to present to you. That's what this reading is about. This does feel high vibrational. And this does feel like something Spirit's encouraging. It's about to get hot and heavy. It's about to get spicy in here. Fresh start, clean slate. They knew in the past they weren't giving you balance. They're going to state when they contact you that there was this sense of they were intimidated by your strength and your ability to know self. They didn't accept your offer in the past because there were moving factors. There were things you weren't aware of. They were also afraid that you would be somebody that would have dumped all of your problems onto them. Go with me here, okay? This has been something that's been in the works for a while. And you were an unhealed version of yourself. You were still very in a little mindset. And what I mean by little mindset is you were keeping yourself in boxes. You were belittling your worth, and you were hanging out and dealing with situations that you are far above. This individual now sees you as the farthest thing from that. The clean slate you both want is any pre-assumptions you had of each other. If they were a vengeful or a deceitful person, vice versa. You thought they would have dumped their information on you, vice versa. Whatever it is, the only way that what they're saying is the only way you think you wouldn't have a second chance of redemption is by not trying. I'm in their mind right now. I'm feeling their back and forth. They've worked very hard to juggle understanding that the people they love most in their life might not know what's best for them. They're going to state that I'm ready and I wouldn't be coming back to you with this offer to play with your heart or your emotions. That I understand if I'm too late. But I have to know I did everything and showed you. I fought through a lot to get in front of you today. I don't care who tries to interfere in our private life, because the individuals around me I see that I thought had their lives figured out and their love life figured out and etc. and were in happy relationships actually weren't. I see through the deceit that was surrounding me. I had to get to know myself more. We were too young when we first were together. This is a conversation of also accepting each other for exactly who you are. What I mean by that, the download I'm getting is family could have, the way that their family thought about others could have been kind of closed-minded. So this is the energy of either religious differences, somebody that their family would not be accepting of LGBTQ people, even like racial reasons, big difference of lifestyle, however it resonates for you, because these are collective. That fear is fucking gone. They see you as a warrior. Wow. This offer of love, of authenticity, is to be expressed and jump forward with. I can already feel that you know you want this person, as long as they come in with authenticity. The emotional distance right now is kind of like, yeah, the emotional distance, I don't like saying this tenacity, but if this is what I'm feeling, I gotta say it. They feel like at this point the emotional distance is like destroying, or like just destroying themselves. They're losing, they're not necessarily losing sleep anymore, but they are up at night thinking about you quite a bit. You could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you could be paired to an air sign. But there is a deep sense of air placement within this dynamic. I'm seeing it a lot from your end. So if you haven't done your charts, like in figuring out all your placements, I would suggest to do that. Whoever the masculine is in this dynamic completely was able to be, I'm almost seeing like actually burning like calories, fat, inches off of you with this fire. So I'm sensing that the masculine in this dynamic like received a humongous glow up between the time of you two being separated. And that's another thing that they're going to explain, how good both of you look, no matter if you're the masculine or feminine. You both have just like glown up even more, and see how well you take care of yourself. That they're so proud, and Even though you didn't know it, they were being a superhero of their life. Even when you didn't know it, there was a time they switched and they stopped their cycle repeating. Both of you don't want to look back at the past, but understand whatever needs to be talked about will be talked about, and you will go forward. A big sense of responsibility to others was what got you in the way. Also, not wanting to be emotionally dumped on anymore. Both of you have absolutely walked away from self-deprecating and deceitful actions of others. What I'm seeing right now is what you two have, the people you've experienced in your time of apart, the relationships. And there's a lot, you're like, man, fuck. Like fuck, I understand, like, who I don't want, and who, if they came back, I would be like, fuck you, bye. And even though we don't want to be in that energy tenacity when it comes to, like, soul and how we perceive this world and go forward, it's okay to have human moments when we're like, you know, like, fuck that person. That's okay. You have to balance yourself with it. Don't let it overconsume you and become you and make you arrogant and lower vibration, somebody that you're not. But you can be a human and be like, yo, fuck you. Like, go live your life. I wish you the best, but fuck you. You know that there basically has been every single person between you and this person. That's how you feel, but not them. This person comes back with authenticity. Spirits forward movement out of this reading. I literally just did this, y'all. They want you to know. This is just even, really, this is confirmation for me that you're so on right, that there is a sense you're both on par with that energy of, like, fuck the other ones. I have sailed away. I am flying away. I'm going back home. Now I have a song stuck in my head called I think it's called Coming Home by 30 Seconds to Mars. If I remember, I'll put it up here. Or I think I'm going to start, actually, whenever I have a channeled song, I'll tell you guys, and then I'll remember to add a link to, like, a music video on YouTube for it. And you can just go into the bio of the video and the song will be there. I'm going to start doing that. They feel the same way, and this is the farthest from something they don't want to come together. Spirit saying to remember you have gained financial control of your life. To not go leaping, bound, and jumping over all of these stop signs Spirit shows you for anybody. Do not let the fear, though, either stop. Fear that that loving is going to take away your fruition, stop you from going back to this person. If go with me here, okay? If all of this is resonating, and they come to you with this offer, and it's authentic, it's real, and you guys don't beat around the bush, and you feel it within self, it's worth going forth with. If this person would come at you at any different way, this is not your reading. Because this is a collective, this is a partnership where both people have done the work in separation. That's why I always continuously tell people don't make these fit. Because especially my readings are extremely specific for a reason. If you're resonating with this reading, no matter what, that states that even if it's not a specific person, your soul is feeling the deservance of the relationship that we're talking about right now, that person. You cannot make any one person be this. That's why this person is to reach out to you. Spirit's showing you many signs That releasing control is having faith that what is yours will find its way back to you. There's always going to be that parasite, that thing, that person that's trying to say you're missing something. There's one more piece of information. There's one other thing you know. If you need to know something, Spirit will present it to you by keeping yourself in this world, keeping connected to your reasons. Spirit, send out. Looks like planning is over, and this conversation, I literally hear two people talking, so it is moments away. I wouldn't be surprised by the time of you watching this reading, it being even a confirmation reading for you about what just happened. However that part resonates, this is inevitable. And this is part of your highest timeline. That's what I have for you today. I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.